Okay, hello all you crazy people out there. My name is Stupid and welcome back to Angels with Scaly Wings. It's time to meet the ice cream man. Either that or Buffalo Bill, I can't be sure. But we're gonna go and meet the ice cream man, Katsuharu. There you are. I wasn't sure if I was going to find you from the description you gave me. Well, this corner is where I do business. You could have asked anyone and they would have told you where to find me. I see. Alright, now what would you like for your ice cream? What do you have to offer? What do I have to offer? As for the main dish, I have ice cream, gelato, frozen yogurt, frozen custard, soft serve, sorbet, sandwiches, popsicles, melorine, sherbet, cold taffy, snow cones, and halu halu. Okay, I almost got through that without running out of air. Alright. For sides, I can offer you waffle sticks, pretzels, cups, waffle cones, cake cones, sugar cones, chocolate coated cones, double cones, and vanilla cones. Okay, and that's not even getting to the flavors. And I haven't- oh, the toppings as well. I can't forget the toppings. I haven't even started on the toppings. Now, you know why I have to keep dragging this big cart everywhere. Excuse me? Alright, I'm sorry, but we're closed. You don't look closed, but we are. I really wanted to buy ice cream though. Please, it's really hot and I'll pay you twice as much. Bryce. Katsuharu. Can you at least tell me when you're going to be open? When I feel like it. Now off you go. But... he waved the claw dismissively. Off you go! Whatever, I'll just go jump in a lake or something. Oh, Bryce. You see... there are two sides of Bryce. There's the drinking game Bryce, and then there's the very easygoing ice cream man Bryce. A couple days ago, the authors of the Angels media, because they do that comic as well, they were selling Bryce plushies and... I did not buy one because I need to pretend that I'm good at managing my money just once in a while, but they, man, I totally could have seen one of those Bryce plushies eating an ice cream cone. If I can find a picture of what one of them looked like, or if they happen to still be on sale, I'll put a picture on the screen right now. Anyway, why did you come here when you're closed? This is just my spot. Has been for a long time. I'm open for all those pesky customers later. I'll open for all those pesky customers later. But right now I have a guest to entertain. How long have you been doing this? I've been in the business for over 40 years now. You see, I'm this town's only real ice cream vendor. Sure, you could go to the ice cream store and just buy any pre-made ice cream nowadays, but it's just not the same. My customers know that. They love my ice cream. Of course, I don't just sell it. I also do ice cream parties and catering. Ice cream parties. Sounds like my kind of guy. Only for very special occasions. The townsfolk must really like your ice cream then. Oh yes, business has been wonderful for decades. Lately though, everything just seems to be going down. Why's that? Every day, less customers find their way to me. If I don't sell everything, things start to spoil and I have to throw them away. I never had to do that before. Even if it keeps going like this for much longer, I might just have to face the reality of bankruptcy. I was planning to retire in a few years, but I can't. Not like this. I mean, if it makes you feel any better, I have a feeling that people will be needing their ice cream after the asteroid smashes everything to pieces. So, in the wake of the devastation, your business at least is probably gonna see a bit of an uptick. It wouldn't be nearly as bad if I hadn't lost all my savings recently. Oh no! What happened? Well, I happen to be an avid player of a game called Mahjong. And just as it so happens, sometimes people play it for money, too. I know that is a game that exists, I don't know how to play it. You lost all your savings by gambling. That's the funny thing about gambling, sometimes you win, and sometimes you don't. Katsuharu! Sometimes you win big, and sometimes you lose all your savings, that's just how it goes. I see. How did you decide to become an ice cream vendor anyway? I have quite a history, human, so I hope you're prepared. Well, I am an ambassador, so if you have a story to tell, I'll listen. As you wish. Okay, it's interlude time. I have very fond memories of my childhood. When I was little, we had a confectioner in town who offered all kinds of specialties, from cookies and sweets to cakes and chocolates. The owner was a kind old dragoness who made everything that was sold in her shop with her own 2 claws. Her confectionery was always very good, but it was her ice cream that was truly exceptional. Even as a small child, I could always taste the difference, even when my peers didn't care and proclaimed that one ice cream as good as the next. As I grew up, I came to a fundamental understanding about people. There are those who are content with the lowest common denominator, and those, like me, who could appreciate the finer details and expertly crafted things. I talked with her when I heard of her plans to retire, to see if someone else was to continue running her shop, or if she had taken in an apprentice. But to my utter dismay, I learned that this was not the case. You see, she was the kind of humble person who didn't think of herself or her wares as special in any way, so she never felt the need to preserve them. I realized that without my intervention, her art could be lost forever. I begged and pleaded with her not to let this happen, but she insisted that I vastly overestimated her skill. Look, miss, if someone's offering to, like, take up your business after you leave, why would you turn them down? It's ice cream, for God's sake, it's ice cream. It was not until after I ran out and bought some of the store-bought pulp that they dared to call ice cream that she gave in and agreed with me. Okay. As a creator, she had, of course, never felt the need to buy some for herself when she could just make her own. And after only eating her own wonderful ice cream for all those years, it had become just ordinary for her. She never realized how exceptional it truly was. Even though she was already at retirement age at the time, she took me in as an apprentice to teach me the fine art of confectionery. I was her student for a few years and I learned the basics of many different recipes, but unfortunately she passed away before I could learn the secrets to her particular blend of ice cream. For the next couple of years, I traveled from city to city trying to find her relatives or confectioners of a similar caliber in order to find the last ingredients of her recipe. A quest, you say? Alright. Going from one disappointment to the next, I finally tracked down a distant nephew who remembered her from his own childhood. Even back then, her ice cream had apparently been very popular in the family. He was very happy to hear that she was able to fulfill her dream of owning her confectionery. They must not talk much if he didn't already know that. However, after he told me that the recipe was the confectioner's own and that she had never divulged it to anyone else, I had to realize that this was a secret she had apparently taken with her to the grave. Nowadays, people tell me that I have surpassed her. What they don't know is that all the different recipes I use, all the varieties I offer, came to be when I tried to recreate hers. I never succeeded. Interesting. Just look at the number of different ice creams I sell. People tell me how impressive it is and how they're all wonderful. They think it makes me better than her, but she only ever sold a single flavor, a single variety. She never needed anything else because that one flavor was perfect. I can only ascribe my own success to what I learned from her. Of course, and this corner is not the only place where I sell the ice cream. I also have my spots in the surrounding villages, but even out there, I can slowly see the influence of the cities taking over. The trouble is, nowadays people just don't appreciate the art anymore. They only care about what they can eat, not about what they eat. They are too quick to settle for what they can get from the local supermarkets. Ugly, mass-manufactured pulp. Ah! But hey, Amazon's got same-day shipping, or something like that. I avoid Amazon. And Amazon doesn't make me happy. So it's not like I would know. You know, some of these companies have approached me before. They wanted to buy my recipes, but I wouldn't let them ruin what I have by making it cheap and easy to produce like the stuff that they sell. My ice cream is only what it is because I can still make it myself with my own two hands. This is the way it has been and how it's always going to be. You mentioned that you were planning to retire in a few years. What's going to happen then? Do you have any students who will take over the business afterwards? See, stupid, if the ambassador thing doesn't work out, I think I see a potential opening in the market. Niche that needs to be filled. I wish. I've had a few students who wanted to learn the art, but they all gave up sooner or later. Why? I may be very forgiving, but the recipes aren't. Some steps require manual labor, and people don't expect the harsh conditions that come with the job. Many only apply because they know how successful I am, or how much I sell on a hot day, but they don't see all the work that goes on behind the scenes. I see the same influence of cities corrupting the youth of today. Ah, kids today! The lazy and seek instant gratification and wanting to make the recipes easier and cut corners, but I won't stand to compromise on quality. If there's no one willing to learn, appreciate, and preserve the art. If there's no one willing to learn, appreciate, and preserve the art, it will tell me there is no desire for my ice cream in this world anymore. Let them have their cheap stuff if that's all they want. I'd rather take my own recipes to the grave than let the big companies have them. I have a grandson who may be my last hope. Unlike others, he was always interested not only in eating ice cream, but also in learning what it took to make it. In a year or two, he'll be old enough to become my apprentice if he so desires. I'm not sure if his interest will still be present. Even if it is, I don't know if he'll be able to brave the hardships that will come with it. But I have hope. However, that is talk for the future. I have much more pressing problems right now. Like what? You see, this area used to be the popular spot for people to meet each other, but ever since Tatsu Park opened, it's not worth it to come to my corner anymore. The store is closer now. Maybe you shouldn't count on people seeking you out. Maybe you should try going to the people instead. That's what the cart is usually for, right? Have you tried moving it somewhere else? Moving? Well, that's what the wheels are for, right? Katsuharu. But this has been my spot for the last 40 years. It's always worked out great for me. Katsuharu! Katsuharu. Katsuharu. Considering it's not working out so great right now, maybe it's time for a change. The dragon raised his claw to his chin, his expression telling me that he was deep in thought. I guess I don't really have anything to lose at this point. What do you propose? Is this going to result in a change of there being an ice cream vendor at the park when we go to the festival thing? I'm not sure how I'll let you convince me to come here when this is the place that stole away all my customers from me. Sir, I don't think that's the right way to look at it either. The world is ever changing and you can't stop that. You have to find ways to deal with it, otherwise you'll be left in the past. Metaphors for the asteroid. It's too easy to blame the change and be done with it. You shouldn't really be so quick to give up, you know? But all my customers know that the other corner is my spot. How are they gonna find me here? I mean, if this is where they are in the first place, I don't think it'll be difficult. I think the people who will buy some ice cream will spread the word. You think so? It's summer. I'm sure there are tons of people around who'd like to buy ice cream right now. Well, if you think you can sell ice cream better than me, then please go right ahead. What do you usually do? What do you mean? Well, what's your usual sales tactic? I don't need to do anything special. People always just come to me. During my best times, they'd wait for my arrival in lines, and I'd be sold out in minutes. See. That's kind of like the Castilia cone, right? In Castilia City. Because people would wait in lines, and there's only like one day a week in one afternoon that you can get the ice cream things, and it's not even that good an item because whatever. That may have worked before, but these times call for different measures, I think. We set up the cart at one of the busiest corners. Once it was ready, we only needed to get the word out. Ice cream, ice cream. See, this is why I'm not in marketing. Ice cream by the one and only Katsuharu here in Tatsu Park. Get them while supplies last. It didn't take much for people in the vicinity to take notice. The first customers arrived quickly. Of course, everyone recognized Katsuharu and loved his ice cream, but they also commended him on his new location. It's a little bit difficult to facepalm when you're wearing glasses, a hat, and headphones, but that's what you just heard. Others, however, were attracted by me, the human that was generally under police protection, openly selling ice cream. See what I mean? If the ambassador thing doesn't work out, I think you have a new job lined up. The human that was generally under police protection, openly selling ice cream, gave people plenty of excuses to come over for a short chat. Soon, people were flocking to the cart as word got around of the human selling Katsuharu's legendary ice cream in Tatsu Park. Can I get one of these, please? Of course, one ice cream is my favorite art student. One ice cream for my favorite art student. How did you know? I've seen you around. Besides, your accessories kind of gave it away. I guess you're wearing a belt of brushes and stuff. That would kind of give it away. Okay. I need some ice. My colleagues are dehydrated from working in the heat. How many cups would you like? Let's make it 10. It's a lot of ice cream. Hey, if you want to challenge anyone to an eating contest as well as a drinking contest, I'm just warning you. You will not win that. Alright, thank you. I'll make it count. Business was booming, but it wasn't until a certain person showed up that things were about to get serious. Well, this is interesting. No, we don't have a permit. Save the lecture. Minister. What do you think you're doing here? Practicing capitalism? It looks like you're selling ice cream, and since I personally know Katsuharu, I know that it's exquisite ice cream at that. Not a bad guess. I don't want to tell you what to do, but if the trade commissioner finds out about this, I won't hear the end of it. He'll probably be blathering about unfair competition and abuse of your status. Emira? I wouldn't mind his complaints, you know, but since I am in charge of your visit, it's all going to come back to me, and he's going to want an explanation. I just wanted to help Katsuharu, that's all. Seriously though, what competition? Is Katsuharu competing for the minister's, like, ambassador? I don't know. Is he in trouble? Alas, the human speaks the truth. Ever since opening Tatsu Park, my business has been plagued by drought and become forsaken like a desert. Well, it's not hard to see why you kept staying at your old spot at the other side of town. It was Stupid's idea to come here. And it was a good one. You don't look like you're having too much trouble here, my friend. Yes, I'll have to admit defeat on that front, but in hindsight, all successful ideas look like good ones. My friend, how come you never told me about any of this? I could have arranged something for you. I was sure you had more troubling issues yourself than taking care of a businessman who should be able to take care of himself. What's going on, exactly? I'll find out, I guess. Well, I won't stand for the town's only ice cream vendor going out of business. With the new location, I don't think you'll have any more trouble, but in order to resolve the situation here right now, I think I'll have to go to a different solution. You want to sell some ice cream, stupid? Then I'll just have to buy the rest of your inventory. What? Minister must be very hungry then, or hot, or both. I'm sure the other employees in my building will appreciate something to combat the heat. Would you mind if I borrowed this cart for a while? Borrowed. Borrowed never means what you think it means when someone says it in a story. Otherwise, I'm not sure how I would go about transporting it all safely. Not at all, just let me know when I can retrieve it. Katsuharu, this sounds like a confiscation. I think your business just got shut down. That was interesting indeed. Okay, so maybe I missed a line, but I'm not sure if you should be this excited. This could have hardly turned out better for me. I can already feel the excitement of my glory days returning to these old bones of mine. Sounded like you two knew each other. Indeed, I had served her ice cream since the beginning of my career. Talk about a long-time customer. And a good one, too. I know she not only has enjoyed my ice cream out of tradition or necessity, but also due to an appreciation of the finer arts. She is a connoisseur like me, and she bought the whole inventory. Yes, but don't see her as just a big spender. She is a true patron of the arts. Or she just shut down your business. Do you like her? How dare you say something like that about her? She is a muse, an inspiration. Her lifestyle embodies the philosophy of my art. And you ask her if I like her? I see how it is. Anyway, I guess I should be thanking you for your help again. There's no need for that. I'd offer you some ice cream, but I'm afraid we're all out for the day. Actually, I didn't even have one earlier. What? Yeah, the customer you didn't want to serve interrupted us, and now Emira took the rest with her. Oh, you're right. What a great shame. You took all my stock. You sold all my stock, and you didn't get a chance to indulge in the luxury yourself. It's no big deal. You know, you could come by next time when I'm in town again. Now that you have saved my business, I'd let you eat all the ice cream you want. Thanks. Well, maybe not all of it, or else I might go bankrupt again. Alright, so I saved Katsuharu's business. And if the Steam achievements are telling me that I saved his business, I guess it was not indeed a confiscation. Anyway, that's the end of this chapter. Loss. Okay, so is this where Dean dies? It's gonna be replaced by Passion, which is gonna be replaced by Intuition. Sure. Okay, I'm gonna end this off. This has been Angels with Scaly Wings. We visited the Ice Cream Man. And I'm going to probably go eat food because I am hungry after talking about ice cream for 20 minutes. My name is Stupid. This has been I said that already. I will see you all later.